Chainlink, what is it? It's a decentralized Oracle network. What does that mean? This is the video that you'll be watching to understand a high-level view of what an Oracle as well as the protocol of Chainlink is actually doing and what solution it brings to the blockchain world. We're talking about an overview of the project, we're going to talk about the pros and cons, as well as what may make Link token that's associated with Chainlink valuable in the future. The year was 2017 when the Chainlink project was officially launched by Steve Ellis and Sergey Nazarov. And it was actually launched as an ICO on the Ethereum network. So they raised $32 million to build out a solution for the issues that they saw in the smart contract world. And that issue was data integrity and how can you trust the data that you're getting from the real world to make sure that these smart contracts are being executed correctly. With a smart contract, it's essentially an if-then statement. If this piece of data happens, this is the output. With the blockchain, the problem that existed was, well, how do you tap in and get that data from a source and know that you're not getting bamboozled? And that's when Chainlink came up with their solution. To sum it up in a really simple way, if a blockchain wants information from the real world, it gets that information from Chainlink oracles. So Chainlink is the middleman software that provides the information to whatever blockchain and whatever data it's looking for in a way that the data can be trusted. So if you're a blockchain, you write into the smart contract how you want the information to be found within the Chainlink network, and then boom, now you can get data from the real world and you can know that you're not getting screwed over. Also, I wanted to mention that there are different applications for Chainlink other than the decentralized market data, but for the purpose of this video, we're going to dive into mostly examples related to this aspect. The easiest way to understand is just by going through an example. So let's say you had a bet with a friend on the price of Apple stock and where it's going to end up by the end of 2021. You think it's going to be above 160, whereas your friend thinks Apple sucks and Android is better.
What an idiot!
So you make a bet with him on whether or not Apple closes above or below 160. This is where you would create a smart contract on the blockchain, and you can use Chainlink to get the information of Apple's stock price by the end of the year. So you would have to create a requesting contract for that data of Apple stock by a certain date. Within that requesting contract, you create a service level agreement contract, which has three parts: reputation, order matching, as well as aggregating. Let's break those three parts down. So reputation contract just really means you're not using a node that sucks. The Chainlink order matching contract makes sure that you're getting the information from the nodes that you want or the best nodes according to the data that you're trying to get. And then the aggregating contract just lays out how you want the data to come back in terms of, okay, if you're going to use 20 different oracles, are you using the average price across them? How do you want the data to come back? Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. Putting everything together, it's January 1st, 2022, and you want to retrieve the data of Apple stock. What's the price? So the requesting contract is sent out from your smart contract to the Chainlink network. It's received by the nodes according to the contract itself, and it looks up that data or the Apple stock price. Once that's given, basically all that data is aggregated in the contract and then sent back to your smart contract. If the price is under 160, well, you have lost the bet and you owe your friend $1,000. Now you may be saying that seems like overkill when you can go to a website like Yahoo Finance, look up the price of Apple stock at the beginning of 2022, and boom, have the price or the smart contract executed based on that. Well, what happens if Yahoo Finance has a glitch in its API and the stock price shows 1,000 instead of 150? Well, that can change the results of the smart contract. And then you could have Yahoo Finance's database be hacked for whatever reason, and that could also change the result. Also, in our hypothetical situation, it's just you and your friend getting results based on the stock price of Apple. What happens if it wasn't just you and your friend and it was millions of people in the finance space making certain bets on the price of Apple stock? Well, all of a sudden now a glitch in Yahoo Finance or the database could be a huge problem with smart contracts that automatically execute. So this is where you use Chainlink and you can get the price of Apple stock from 20 different sources, or you can get it from 20 different nodes that are making sure that the one source they're getting it from is correct. You may be wondering what incentivizes data providers as well as node operators in order to participate in the Chainlink ecosystem, and it comes down to money. So if you have data, you can sell that to the Chainlink network, and then if you're a node operator, you essentially get paid in order to ensure that smart contracts are getting the correct and quality data that they require. And with the explosion of the DeFi industry, which is around a $500 billion industry, the importance of the data integrity and the oracles retrieving that data are more and more important. So let's look at a real life example of another cryptocurrency that is using Chainlink. The cryptocurrency project Aave is a perfect example that uses Chainlink and has repercussions if it's getting the wrong information. So Aave is a decentralized finance application that essentially allows people to deposit money in different cryptocurrencies or borrow different cryptocurrencies in order to use it how they like. Everything that's borrowed as well as deposited is based on smart contracts. And a huge part of it is the collateral information around the price of certain cryptos. So if someone goes ahead and tries to borrow money using Bitcoin and they'll get liquidated if it gets to a certain price, well, the pricing information is crucial to make sure that that person isn't getting screwed over. And so Aave can use something like Chainlink in order to get the price data of all the different cryptocurrencies across the board. And it's not just Aave that's using Chainlink. About 1.4 new partners each day in 2021 is the number that Chainlink is onboarding. That brings their total to around 650 partners. What's good to see about that is that they're achieving a network effect where everyone will start to just correlate Oracle data, decentralized data with the name of Chainlink. When it comes to pros and cons, let's talk about the pros first. First mover advantage is huge in my opinion in the space because they're adding new partners and they're expanding their network. As Chainlink and oracles or real world data become synonymous, all of a sudden more and more partners that are trying to get that real world data will go to Chainlink. Another pro in my opinion is that Chainlink is open sourced, meaning that it's not falling on one person to make all the decisions. It's a collective mindset of different developers and researchers in order to build out Chainlink for the good of the blockchain ecosystem. When it comes to cons, I see two main things. One of them is pointed out by Sergey, the co-founder of Chainlink, and that is the private information within a smart contract. So if a smart contract has that private confidential information, they don't want to have it on the blockchain, which can be viewed by pretty much everyone. So that leaves it open to enterprise solutions where they promise, hey, we'll keep all the information confidential and private, and still you get the smart contract capabilities. Another con that I could see happening is if a group of node operators have a good reputation over a period of time, and then all of a sudden they realize that they're the ones or the source of information for a specific data point. And then if they work together, they could give faulty information and from that maybe make a ton of money. I don't know the logistics of it. I know if people are writing the contracts in a way that require a ton of different node operators and they aggregate the information, the likelihood of that happening lessens, but there's still that opportunity for bad actors in the space. Now everyone's favorite topic, which is the price of Chainlink as well as why it may be more valuable in the future. So it's currently trading at 28, has a market cap of 12.7 billion. In terms of ranking amongst other cryptocurrencies, it's currently sitting at 12. In regards to the supply of cryptocurrency out there, there's currently 447 million Link tokens, but there'll ever only be a total supply of 1 billion. As for Link token distribution, around 40% is circulating, 35% is to incentivize node operators, and 25% is held by the team for development. Now, you could see this as a pro or con, because as a con, you'll say the team could potentially manipulate the price of Link because they own so much already. And then on the pro side, you may say, well, because it's the development team that owns so much of it, they're less likely to dump all of it out of fear of crashing the price of Link, so they may be more likely just to hold. Full disclosure, I do own some Link. It's around 6% of my crypto holdings, and I only own the majority in 3 coins: Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Chainlink. When it comes to price predictions or the target price I believe that Chainlink could hit, it's always hard for me, whether that's Bitcoin, Ethereum, or even Chainlink, or any cryptocurrency in general, because there's no cash flows to evaluate to back to a current value. It's all based on supply and demand. My opinion on Chainlink is that it is a very interesting space of data being provided provided to smart contracts in a decentralized way. And my opinion is that the demand for that would go up over time as they onboard more partners, the network effect gets bigger, and there's potentially more demand for the Link token, and therefore the price goes up. There you have it. There's an overview of Chainlink, in my opinion, on its future. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing to Main Street Wolf, where we talk cryptocurrency investing, anything to do with money. Thanks guys for watching, and have a great day.